See everybody, welcome in, welcome back. Ah, beautiful conversation that we're gonna be having tonight. And I'm outside. I want to enjoy the nighttime. I want to enjoy how it feels to be outside. Especially if you've been doing stuff all day, all night. You want to have some time to yourself. But what's going? Hold on, let me try to get in front of this. Yeah, that looks way better like this. Now, I'm gonna talk on something real quick, because we did do our live earlier. We were talking about the Vogue situation, the situation that happened. I was reading the article out loud. What's good, Bryce? How you feeling, bro? But I was reading this out loud, and it just made me think, and it reminded me a lot about some stuff, bro. It's just that, women can be losers just as much as men are. And I'm gonna explain it further because what I mean by that is just saying, like, you know, a lot of men, when they're losers, and what I call them weak, I call them out on being insecure, I call them out on their BS. I basically talk about their mindset. Reading that Vogue article and then doing some reflecting on the article itself or even on my live, there's a lot of things that women are also mentally messed up on in their mind as well. Like, specifically, I seen this and I was listening to this video, where this gentleman, he was basically breaking it down as well, because I was like, okay, this is fine. I like that, he's breaking it down, we're listening to it. But as we were listening to it, he made an incredible point that there was a lady who basically quoted in the article that she doesn't want to be with a man for 12 years because she feels like it's lame or it's guilty, and she feels like she'll be embarrassed about it. That is some loser ass shit. Because if you think about it, if you're already going into a situation or in a relationship, or if you're already having that mindset, you're already going to be looking for certain things like that in your mind going into a relationship. So that loser ass mentality women can have when they come across men or in dating, you only steep to the level at what you're at. Shout out to you guys in the building. Hit the like button. I appreciate y'all being here. Thank you. But I wanted to get my thoughts out on this because I was thinking to myself, like, I call men losers, hell yeah. But qua- basic gonna stay with basic, quality stays with quality. And as I was just like really reflecting on it, I was like, that mindset women have alone when they get into relationships or if they get into dating can be some loser ass stuff. Now, I'm not here to disrespect, I'm not here to hurt anybody's feelings and none of that. We got to call things how they are. Because if you're just a person in general that has a certain mindset that is already fixated on losing, you're a loser basically. That's how you lose. You attract what you are, and you will only continue to have that type of relationship, those type of relationships, those encounters. Why? Because your mind is searching for loser stuff. Your mind is searching for a man to embarrass you. Your mind is searching for negativity. So do you see how that's a loser mindset? Now, ladies, y'all know I love y'all, and I know y'all love me. But here's the thing. What's good? What's good? How you feeling? Great to see everybody. Hit the like button. If you are here, hit the like button. I appreciate you. But this is what I'm saying. As much as we can call men losers, which I still advocate, it's always the man who is in control, who chooses, because that's where I talk to most. But if you're a woman and you're already having the defeated mindset, you're gonna get negative results in your life regardless. You're gonna get relationships that aren't gonna help you. You're gonna get with men that continue to show you the same place of where your value is. And I'm not here to, it's empowering and it's uplifting, but it's also to show that I can see, even in the live that I was talking about, I was basically saying how a lot of women need to take accountability. And I know that's a popular thing to say, and I'm not trying to say it for the trend. I'm saying it because it's honest and it's real. There's a lack of accountability because if you're see, here's the thing. Most women don't have actual quality options. They have men that will give them the world because they look beautiful. They have men that's gonna abide by their rules. They have men that's gonna get on their knees and make them a sandwich if they ask for it. That's not quality options. Those are just men who are weak and willing to do whatever you say. That is not a way to go. That doesn't bring a value of anything. They're just bringing a command to stuff. And I remember one time this woman, she was bragging to me about her roster. I wasn't a woman that was smashing or anything, but she was bragging to me about her roster and what she has and how many guys are fucking with her. It didn't really matter to me. But she kept boasting about the fact that she had men that were basically wrapped around her pinky. So then I asked her the question. I was like, "Is this what you really want, or do you just want someone to control?" And she got honest with me, and we had a really good conversation. She could have got defensive. She could have called me out my name, whatever the case is. But this is what I'm saying. If you're a woman who thinks dating sucks, because I say the same thing for men. If you're a woman who thinks that dating sucks, men suck, and all this stuff, then I need you to expand your horizon as what type of men you're meeting. Or let's say that, what type of men are you allowing in your life? What type of men are you allowing to whatever the case is, right? So that part comes into you, not necessarily the man. It can be the man, but the thing is that if you allow that in your life, then who is to say that is it really the man that's making it happen, or are you actually saying that you didn't make a decision, but at the end of the day everything is a decision that we all make. So that's what I'm saying. It's no place to blame. I'm not pointing fingers, because I think men are just as much as losers, or even more than women. But what I'm saying is that women can be losers if they have a defeated mindset about how the dating scene is. You can't get upset about about the amount of options or quality of options that you're getting if you're allowing it in your life. Same goes for men. Men, I have tons of videos on y'all, but this one right now is about the ladies. That water really hits the spot. If you're in the building, hit the like button. You're more than welcome to subscribe. But again, and a big thing too is that a lot of the times men don't really understand the thing. I'm gonna leave her better off than where I found her type shit. That's not to save her. That's not to level her up as far as materialistic stuff, or even try to do things. You don't have to know. I'm talking on a pure aspect of who she was when she met me is actually better off. And that can be in a small conversation, interaction of being an honest man and saying what you want. What you mean? You gave me a call? I didn't see your call at all. But anyways, I think you called me. I'm not sure. You talking about the other night? Anyways, let me. I need to finish this. But like I'm saying, most people, women specifically, right? Women, ladies, I say this with love, right? It's coming for All Star. You guys can be losers. But you guys are losers in the way that you think about stuff. Real shit. If you think the same thing about blaming men, blaming stuff, you need to blame yourself for what you allow, and you need to blame everything else. Stop worrying about what the next woman is doing. Can't believe I'm saying that in my mouth, but it really just hit me, because it's continuous arguments that I see between man and women. All these certain shit, all this and that, this and that. But it's never, here's the thing. You guys, the reason why you guys are talking to each other or something like that, there's this continuous fight in dating, and you guys don't see eye to eye, is because you have a lack of understanding within yourself and your own mindset. So that's what makes you become a loser. Because that's essentially what a loser is to me. It's someone who lacks self-awareness. It's someone who is not going for what they want. And they're basically just going with the flow of stuff. Now, it is the man's job, in my eyes, to take initiative and to do what you want to do, get it out the way, say the things you want to say. But women also have a very self-defeated mindset when it comes to dating. And that's the true shit. Listen, I'm not on the side of men. I'm not on the side of women. I'm on the side of the truth, and I'm on the side of the all-star, because that's what really stays in forever. That's real, because a lot of men not going to say anything. A lot of men are not going to say anything. Salute, Gil. But you know why men are not going to say nothing is because they're afraid to look a certain way from women. I'm pretty sure some women probably seen my title and said, hold on, what's going on? No, women are just as much as losers, just as men. They can even be bigger losers, bruh. But the thing is I'm not on that red pill shit where I'm trying to hurt. I'm trying to, women this and that. Y'all know me. And if you don't know me, get to know. But you're a loser because of how you're thinking. You're a loser of what you're letting yourself to be in. Being a dream woman, this should be a common conversation. It should. I agree it should be a common conversation, but the thing is that common ain't that common, bro. And we all know that, specifically in the things that we talk about. Because what everybody does, excuse me, it got hella cold. But what everybody does is that everybody likes to blame the next person rather than looking at who they are in the mirror. This goes for men and this goes for women. But if you're not going to be somebody who's going to at least take some accountability, if you're not going to be somebody who is going to look at themselves in the mirror and say the things that they need to say, you're going to fall and you're going to succumb into the options that you're going to get. And guess what? You're going to have to love it. But why are you going to have to love it? It's because you fail to see who you are. You have to surrender to one side. You either surrender to your own autonomy or you surrender to the fact that you're just going to be like everybody else. You're going to settle with Cornelius. You're not going to get the guy that you really want. You're going to have to care about social pressure and society rules and everything. You're going to have to look forward to your high school reunion and wait to brag. Come on, man. This is what it really comes into. Justin, I see that you back again. What's good, Shiloh? You feel ashamed of yourself, but you're going to rise up. What are you speaking on? I feel like that was a backhanded, passive-aggressive comment, Justin. Say what you need to say. But regardless, though, women can be just as much as losers as men. Neither of you are saved. Thank you for the 3 likes. Go ahead and hit the like button. Let's get the likes up real quick. Let's get the likes up. I'm going to leave in a couple of minutes, but let's get these likes up. But y'all understand what I'm saying, correct? This is not even to tear women down. This is tearing the mindset of it all. Justin, let me tell you something. All right? Whatever I tell you is not going to help you in the long run. I don't know from you from a can of paint. Me giving you an answer to your question has nothing to do with what we're talking about. You need to listen to what I'm saying because you succumb into the group that I'm speaking of. Do you see what I'm saying? What's good, Runts? Don't mean to spare any religion, but I sinned today. I got to work on myself. We can talk about that another time, Shiloh. We don't have to get too deep into that one. So, Justin, I suggest you do me a favor. And actually, yourself a favor. Do yourself a favor that you haven't done in a long time. Ask a question about yourself and do something that's going to be conclusive or something that's going to assist you in your life. Stop talking about everybody else. Stop asking questions that has nothing to do with you and ask a question about yourself. Manita, what's up? Ladies, how you doing? Quite hell of a name, huh? Hell of a name. But anyways, this is what I'm saying of why women are losers or can be losers. I mean, there are some losers that are women because, if you end up with a loser ass man, you only succumb to who that man is a loser, unless you're a person that's going to end up running the show. So, that's one thing, but then it's still defeating to be with something that you actually don't want to be with, right? Anyways, I need women I don't know how much that's gonna assist really, but I need women to really understand that they can also choose in their life. I got this video about basically inviting a woman out and why honesty is one of the most romantic things you can do in dating. Because when you're honest with a woman, you're providing the option, you're providing a choice, which gives her the decision to make a choice on her end. You can choose as well. But if you keep choosing defeat, you keep choosing negativity and pessimistic, you're only going to get the same thing. the same results. See, I never coached, or let me not say that. I never had women that was a client of mine, but I've definitely coached a lot of women. Even women that I wasn't fucking. They took me out, like buy me some dinner, some drinks, but we really had a good conversation. Hold on. Don't keep them out here. No, hold on. No, don't kick Justin out of here, but I appreciate you. What's good? You seem to just be repeating something that you heard. Where did I hear what? No, this is everything of what it is. This is everything of what it is. I don't have to repeat something I heard. Actually, I shouted out bro who I was talking about would help spark this shit up. But even reflecting, I was talking about how a lot of women lack accountability, and because of the lack of accountability that women don't have, they become losers in their mindset. And how do I know there's women that's losers in their mindset? I've experienced women. I've talked to women. I've spoken with women that choose to be a loser versus to win. That goes the same thing for a lot of men. What's good? But that's what comes down into it. You only gonna succumb to the level that where you're always gonna be at forever. The person that you invite into your life, whether that's a casual thing because it has to be on your terms, right, for men, but just in general, it says a story about you, about what you allow and what you want. And I'm not here to say, women, you need to put on a tight leash and stuff like that. No, I think you should want to go smash if you want to go smash. Listen, I'm still, hey. But just in general, you got a lot of women that's talking about how bad dating is, how bad the options are out here. And listen, I agree. These dudes are whack as fuck. These dudes are whack as hell. But what else is whack is continuously only feeding into the negativity and acting like you don't have any choice to make when it comes to this shit. You put up with too damn much and then blame others. Exactly. I mean, and the thing, and when you blame others, and when putting up with too much, it's because a lot of women think they can be out here saving, or they think this is the best they gonna get. See, it's a mindset thing. A lot of women, man, they settle for the guy that really wants to be with them, and in the long run, a lot of these women are. They're like, yeah, this is as good as it's gonna get. And I can't stand for that. Not just for them, but I don't like it's the mindset. I'm not here trying to, this is me assisting women, but I'm not team woman. I'm here to just say that self-defeating behavior of you wanting something is not gonna get you somewhere in life ever in general. You sticking somewhere, knowing damn well that you don't wanna be there, is hurting the situation. See, sometimes women act like they don't got brains themselves. They can't think for themselves either. But again, we're not here to disrespect the woman. We're here to disrespect the mindset. I feel like I just need to talk to more people in general. What's up, Exotic? How you feeling? I feel better now hearing you. Thanks for the support. Man, Charlotte, we got a lot to talk about, bro. I suggest, well, in 2026, I'm going to open up my coaching back again. But whenever that time comes, message me. Definitely get with me. But you're welcome. That's good, Exotic. That's good, Exotic. But that was really just my PSA. I don't really have nothing else too much to say. What's good, RKO? How you feeling, man? Yes, sir. The coaching, great to see you again, RKO. I'm glad to see you again. I hope everything is well on your end. Yeah, the coaching will be open back up next year, 2026. We got like what? Basically 2 months. We'll be out there. SEV, great to see you. Coaching will be needed. Yeah, for sure. Us women are zombies looking for brains. That's real. What's good, Louise? What's good? Thank you guys for being here. You're more than welcome to hit the like button. You're more than welcome to subscribe. But again, it's not to tear a woman down. And it's not even to tear a man down either. It's always the thing that they're believing in. It's the belief system that you have. It is the standards. It is your outlook on what life is. It is your outlook on following into society. Like even the things that we were reading when we went over today on the Vogue article, you got a lot of women that are speaking on that they think it's lame to have a man. They think it's lame to show out who the man is. They think it's lame, but they're hearing it from society. So the more that you're following the crowd, the more that you're gonna get these endless results of peer pressure from society, from thinking that you need to fit in and be a part of some validation. Again, this is your belief system, your mindset. What's good, Ed? And hopefully people take that opportunity. Oh, they will. They're going to take that opportunity. Listen, I know it because it's inevitable, bro. The All-Star coaching will be in 2026. Also, once we get to 5K, we're gonna be I'm gonna do a meet and greet, potentially at ATL. Whole bunch of bots leading the bots. Yes, it is. And then you got other women reinforcing. See, here's the thing, because now I gotta flip it, because I talk about how like men will hear the pressure of other men and be like, follow this crowd. It's the same thing with women. Women will hear other women do certain things or follow into a certain crowd, and women will probably follow into that because they hear the herd thinking that so much that, oh shit, I probably, and it's actually put upon a lot of women. They need to have this fancy ass wedding. Women need to go out here and they need to have children by like 25. They need to get a wedding before they're 30. You know how many women I fucked? Shout out to Neil Mahan, shout out to YouTube. Women I fucked, and I'm saying it with love, that they're well over their late 20s, 30s, in their 40s, who haven't even reached the milestones of what society says, and they feel shame and guilt. But the reason why the shame and guilt is in there is because they're so used to following the crowd. It's because they're so used to listening to other people than listening to themselves. That's why honesty. This is why words are everything when it comes to man. And people think it's just dating and having fun. It's not just, it is just dating and having fun. But do you know that your words, the things that you say, your invitation as a man, it provides her with something new and something different to tell her, hey, look, like I said, honesty is the most romantic act a man can give to a woman. Letting know his intentions to the lady. She is given a choice to make. Because most of them don't make the actual decisions. They think that, now here's the thing, they're making the decisions, but they're afraid to follow deep down inside what the actual decision they want to make, because they don't want to be separate from the crowd and look a certain way. So again, women can be losers just as much as men. Because if you're going to continue to follow that crowd, your mindset is just a loser. But you can always change the tide if you really want to. You know what I'm saying? You say we have a lot to talk about. I think you basically told me a lot of advice I can apply, IRL. Well, do that then, Shiloh. I want you to come back here and let me know how it goes. She wants to better yourself. Is it going to be? Yeah. I appreciate you, SCV. Thank you. Not comedic. Great to see you, bro. What's good, Prime? How you feeling? Hola, Jenna. What's up? How you feeling tonight? Great to see you. Welcome back. Once you are dating a woman and you drive any nice car they will take and it's used, I see it a lot. Let me see. Once you are dating a woman and you drive any nice car, they will take it. Prime, ain't nobody driving my car. You funny as shit, man. Salute, Justin. Salute, bro. Justin, hold on, Justin. Not Justin with the icon, because Justin with the icon will never ask any questions that are absurd. Justin, let me ask you a question, bro. And I'm gonna do this one more time for you. And I know you're gonna be somebody who's gonna still come back into the channel, because I don't know where it is in your mind that you believe you need to ask these questions for this thing, but let me tell you something. Do me a favor. Ask a question that has to do with yourself that's going to benefit you in the long run. Just do it. If your next comment is not a question that says, from Justin, put a Q and says, I need assistance on something. I don't believe in this. No. Something that has to do with you. But if you're not able to do that, we're gonna have to escort you out of here, my friend. What you're saying to shine within is to shine without. Only way that comes through. Facts, the women I date better have a car. Regardless, though. Regardless. And it's a lot of things that go into it too, because you should want a woman that has her stuff together. You should want a woman who can think for themselves. I've said multiple times, my type is an original woman. I love original women. I love women who can think for their own. But that doesn't mean that they have to be a know-it-all, everything and stuff like that. But the reason is because I've experienced so many types of women that have either they couldn't think for themselves, or they could think for themselves, or they're a hybrid. They could think for themselves, but they're so conflicted with what they are scared to actually do, because they're so used to the pressure of society, or they're so used to having validation from their parents, their friends, from even their ex-lovers. Sometimes, man, a lot of the times women could want to upgrade on a man and get a better man, quote unquote, on the surface level, just to make their ex jealous. The world is on the cold if you ain't out here being one for yourself. I'm gonna tell you that. What's up, Nikki B? But this is what I'm saying. Again, it's my thing when it comes to with women is just the mindset. You don't gotta be in stuck areas. You don't have to be somebody who gotta play it safe. But of course, and here's the thing. Me saying this is like taking up the role of a masculine figure in a woman's life. Reason why I'm saying that is because this is the initiation to spark something in a woman, so she can also carry that out in her actual life, daily routine, showing something out. This is what a lot of men should be displaying, not even displaying where they have to give it out freely, but in an invitation that you provide a woman, she gets an option to choose something, right? Shows her that this guy gave me the ball in my court, and he let me shoot my own shot. He's not trying to manipulate the situation. He's not trying to be too pushy and pressure me or anything like that. What he's doing is saying, you get to choose. I already told you what I want, so you get to choose. Once you do that, it doesn't have to be in that first instant, because let's say she does choose you and she chooses the invitation. Down the line, the game in that is so potent and is so deep, because now she believes in freedom, the thing that she's been always wanting within, because she never had freedom in her mindset. She never had freedom with these losers. She thinks she's choosing what she wants, but she's really just choosing what has she been always occurring in like a habitual pattern in her life the whole time. Justin, my friend, you need to get some coaching. You need to get some coaching. Do I make another edit of you? Go ahead. I would love that. I would love that. Laurel, how you doing? Or Laurel? Yeah, I believe so. The truth within. Let me ask you something. Who are you speaking to, and what are you speaking about? BC Organic Fruit Loops. I'm gonna just ignore it. Hey, shout out to everybody. Thank you for 12 likes. Let's work our way to 15. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe right now. Again, nobody in my chat, okay? Nobody in my chat. I don't want to see people talking crazy on women, because that's not what we hear about. Because if you got real, genuine problems with women, you need to take that up with yourself and God. Like that's something you need to search for within. You know what I mean? You gonna make an edit of me tomorrow? I bet. Say that. I appreciate you. Thank you for the for subscribing. Just for that, I'm a pin you. I appreciate you. But just in general, because it's not, the thing is that it's so much deeper than just a surface level woman acting a certain way. I remember, bro, I was out one time with my homie, and we was getting into a club, and I remember when we got into a club, this girl came up to, because he invited some of his friends, and they had like a group of girls and shit, and I remember this girl basically told my homie, was like, you need to buy me a drink because I'm here. And he came to me, he was complaining about it. And like he was upset. And I had to tell him, I was like, bro, don't get offended. I was like, I know that's some lame ass shit, but she's just, I don't know why I don't even know why she thought she could say that to you. But regardless, don't take it to heart. And the reason is because just because she's, first, I don't know where that entitlement came from, but just in general, out of the situation, women act like that. If they don't know you, they act like that because if they think that you're weak, off of first glance, they see you a certain way, so they're already they're judgmental. Or two, they're used to guys out like inviting them out and buying them shit. Either way, don't get offended by women. Let them rock, but don't tolerate disrespect. Never that. Don't talk bad stuff about women because me, myself, I am. You funny, Jenna. A lot of hate towards each gender, but deep down, we want to. And see, that's the thing, bro. A lot of, bro. There's so, you know what? Like nobody be wanting. See, now here's the thing. I can't talk from that perspective because I thankfully, and it's not thankfully because I've been somehow chosen by the dating gods. No, I'm good. I know how to connect. I know myself. I know what I want. I know what I want to get out. I know where to put myself. I know which places to go to. I know how to speak. That helps a lot because I know who I am. A lot of people don't know who they are, so they're in conflict, thinking that they're in conflict with the other person. But really, that conflict with the other person is just conflict from yourself. If you truly just see things for what they are and notice that every decision that you create is part of your reality on your terms, on your end, then anything else outside doesn't really matter because people are going to do what they do regardless. But a lot of people are so much at war. Oh, this person's like this. Guys are lame. Like the Vogue article, they're talking about they saying that lie triggered me. They're talking about some what they say? They said boyfriends are out of style until they start to act right. And I was like, okay, but we broke it down what that meant though. Check out that last live we just did earlier today. But regardless though, it's you hear that, you hear a whole bunch of guys complaining about women, but all the complaints come from a place of lack though. And here's the thing, we can observe things from a different perspective and also talk on it, but it doesn't mean we need to scorn the other person. It's more than just to say, it's not the people, it's the mindset. My enemy is that loser mindset. And the people who think that it's them, right? They're making these decisions or life is happening to them. No, life is coming through you and you're making decisions every single time. 1000%. They think all dudes are simps. Most of them, but not all the time. You know, and if they think that they do, then that's a woman she sees on the 2D level. What's good, K6Y? Do you think it's her shit taste? It could have been, but at the same time, I mean, that for being a shit test was crazy. I don't even want to describe the full situation. It was just wild. Everyone who hates just hates himself. That's really what it comes down to. They think, bro, for real, but don't worry about it. I love women. If you hate women, it's because you can't get or keep a woman. Very true. And if you're hurt by it, like if you're hurt by women, you're gonna complain. My title is a controversial title, but if you listen to the message, you get it. Cause people, oh my God, women are what? We women are this. We're this. No, hey, baby girl, listen. You're not one, but what you're doing all the time, and what you fail to see, is some loser ass shit. Just letting you know. Oh my God, why? How can you just talk to me that way? The way I just did. Oh man, all different types of women are beautiful. It means their mindset is. That's all it is. Thank you for sharing that, Zora. Yes, welcome to the All Star Lifestyle, All Star community. Hit the like button, subscribe. 5K, we're gonna be doing a. I'm gonna announce it soon again too, but I'm gonna announce it every live. 5K, we're doing a meet and greet. Come meet a star. Come sit with a star. Come party with a star. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. That's all I'm saying. That women ain't safe either. Okay, I gotta get on the men, but ladies too. I'm not. Hold on, don't wait. Oh yes, you get it. Don't hide behind me. Hold on, watch out. You better stand yourself right here in Front Street, and you better listen to the truth. But if you ain't gonna listen to the truth, then that's on you. Cause I'm I'm going straight forward, and straightforward is only you either coming or you're not, or if I'm see you there if you got a similar mindset. Am I Mexican American? Nah, I'm Asian American, bro. I'm Asian American. Oh damn, that's crazy. But regardless though, wait, school. What you mean school? Regardless though, just remember this. As much as I talk about men, women, y'all ain't safe over here on this side either. Because the shit that I talk about, that talk to about with the women that I've or have or am, just know that we get strict on this side. We're real on this side. But it's that the reason why it's that way is because there's no passing through the corners or trying to pass through the shadows and no. You better sit down, okay? You better sit down. You better listen to what the hell All Star finna tell you. Because I've had to tell women who, especially because the thing is sometimes women, they will try you. And whether it's that first shit test, or if they keep trying you down the line, then they think that you weak. But if they're trying you on one type of thing, and they're like I keep talking about that one situation where that one girl, but right before we were about to have sex, she slammed my door and I sent her home. Get out of my house! I didn't say it like that, but I was like, you gotta go. I don't appreciate that. You gotta be serious with these ladies, because you gotta remember, most of these women that have loser mindsets, it's either it probably came from her father. She thinks that's what it is, so she doesn't experience life. Because, the thing is, too, women don't experience life, bro. On a real note, a lot of women don't actually experience life. A lot of women see things on social media, act a certain way on social media, but they're not actually, in there. They're not actually on social media living life. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. Hey, chill. It ain't like that. It ain't like that. But that's the thing. They're instilling social media. Most of them aren't living life or experiencing things. Hold on. Jenna, didn't you say you were 18? I'm very confused. Hold on. Let me get this out of the way, quick. Didn't you say you was 18? We're gonna do some investigation on that. Cause if it ain't that, then hey, look, this might not be the place though, to be honest. I got guys over 18, ladies over 18 and shit. You know what I'm saying? What's good? How you feeling, bro? Great to see you, man. What's good, Loving Dean? But anyways, a lot of women aren't living real life and actually experiencing dating or just socializing. A lot of women are awkward, shy, and nervous. Real shit though, bro. I'm telling you, they really are. But a lot of them still have some. What's good, SM? How you feeling, man? Shout out to you, bro. What's up? Great to see you. But because a lot of them are like that, they either, if they're not experiencing in real life, or they experienced other loser mindsets, or their father was a loser, then they're gonna end up a loser. Like that's how it's gonna go. It's always gonna happen like that until they meet a man with a winning ass mindset, with an all-star mindset. To be honest, but hey, look, get the likes up, subscribe. I'm about to be out this thing. I'm gonna talk to y'all soon. This was just a PSA. I want to get this off my chest and really speak on this because this is what's very important. This is an important thing. All right? The blade has two sides of the blade. I'm out this thing. I'm going to talk to y'all soon. Peace.